Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play House of Ashes. This is episode 8, and the previous episode was pretty hectic. We had two different big action segments, where the main chamber was besieged and we had to flee into the catacombs, only to get attacked by even more of the creatures. Also, Rachel might be dead again, or infected.
Teach you to mess with a Marine.
Because there was a point where she got pounced, and I could have, I think, shot the creature off of her with Salim, but then he would have got pounced instead. So now everyone's kind of split up.
I come in peace.
Don't you fucking move. All this shit, it's on you. If you people hadn't ambushed us, none of this would have happened.
I don't mean you any harm. I swear.
No shit. I'm the one holding
I mean,
the
he
gun.
also could have shot you in the back earlier, and he didn't.
Honestly, I'm just glad to see a human face.
Me too. We don't have to be friends, but we can be allies.
That's something I can get on board with.
Good. That wasn't too tense of a standoff between these two, now that we didn't have Eric sticking his big fucking nose in and being like, tie up the prisoner. Unfortunately, I think he's still alive. Alright. So I think we're in an area we haven't seen at all yet. The lights are still on down here.
If I think for 1 second you're trying to cross me, best believe me, following second you're dead.
I mean,
vampires. You think I'm afraid of a jarhead?
looks like I could go this way, but I can't. It's just completely blocked off. At least Salim is confident in his role as vampire killer. He's killed at least 2 of them.
That looks like our best way through.
One of us holds up the gate. The other can slip through.
It's a trust exercise already. Okay. Mashing activated.
Go!
I feel like I'm gonna have to mash to not drop it on him.
Are you okay?
What do you think? It's blocked. I gotta find another way around.
Well, at least we met for long enough to be like, yeah, we should be friends. Or allies.
I think there's a way through. I just need to clear it from my side.
Do it quick. Those things could be anywhere.
I mean, they're not exactly
Got
stealthy.
any idea what we're dealing with?
They're vampires.
Not possible.
Vampires aren't real.
My father once told me, if something looks like shit and smells like shit, you don't have to taste it to know that it's shit. Believe me, they're vampires. We must work together to defeat them.
Yeah, it's beginning to look like that.
Dad!
I don't think Jason still has the stake, though. I think he left that in Joey. Alright. I'm ready to mash if I need to hold this thing up. Yeah, I knew it was going to give me a short timer on that.
Thanks.
It would suck to lose a character by dropping a door on them. Knowledgeable. I know vampires. Got a tablet on the wall. Alright. It's a premonition of badassery in Salim's future. He seems to have gotten pretty lucky with finding that mega stake early on.
What's the first thing you're gonna do when we get out of here?
Yell at my
Hold
son
my
for
son.
stealing watches,
How about you?
but
do you
also
do?
hold him.
I'll probably just go for a drink.
Journal page? Journal page. Dead. I sat with her in her final moments, telling her how sorry I was. Hell-forsaken place. Placing my vanity above our love. When, the end of everything, I knew she made me swear to bury this place.
9 p.m. Something unholy has happened. As I sat with my wife, I noticed something in her hand. Lady Bradshaw's brooch. She must have pulled it from her shirt when she grabbed at her. Turning it over, I noticed that it looked like one of the creatures we'd exhumed from the cocoons. Were these the demons Mary had spoken about? Had Bradshaw known all along what we'd find down here?
We haven't actually seen any of these cocoons
Then
yet.
Mary's corpse moved. It was not my wife. It was something inhuman. It leapt at me, and only the bars of the cell spared me from its fury.
You seem like you got your head screwed on. So I gotta ask, what the hell made you sign up with Saddam?
For us.
Probably
Yeah,
having
sure.
a family to take care of. And we got another tablet. This one is like an ox-headed man trying to kill a vampire with sunlight and a stake. This clay tablet depicts a priest conducting a ritual while brandishing a knife. There is a numbered label posted to it.
Your friend Nick? I like him.
He seems nice.
He was good to me.
Circumstance. Any other day, he'd put one between your eyes.
Okay, so there's the pit, but not the same pit from before. They dug a lot of these pits, it seems. Alright, that's all that's in this room. Let's press forward.
What is the meaning of those markings on your hand?
It's to honor the dead. It's the reason I fight.
It's as good a reason as any.
It's a damn good reason. The only reason.
I have no grievance with you.
Maybe you need to switch on the news.
And who do you think controls the news here?
There was a man once who built his house on the banks of a river. When the floods came, his wall washed away. When the droughts came, the water dried up and the man was thirsty. All day, the insects bit this man's flesh.
Jason just shakes his head like, I don't know where this is going.
He says to his wife, "We have all the fish we can eat." Your people chose this war, Jason.
I think you need to give your mouth some rest.
Now shut up and push. See, they go everywhere fingers first, like reaching out with their spindly grabbers. That one seems different, though. The other ones didn't have that many spines. Maybe this one's older. Well, he's certainly not afraid of it. Gonna say, don't push too far through. That seemed like a big one.
I say we get the fuck out of here.
Anyway, back to my examination of the area. So I do like this idea of them being, they're very durable and hard to kill, but they are killable. They're not just some, untouchable OP beings. They're just tough bastards. Then again, we did beat up the mind ghosts a little bit in Little Hope, and that was kind of cool, until it turned out that they were mind ghosts, being fought by mind people.
Looks to me like a medical bay.
This could come in handy.
Seriously though, where are all these lights coming from?
If you want to stick 60-year-old explosive in your back, be my guest.
We had one generator that kept going off, and apparently it lit up the entire complex.
Those chemical weapons are close, right?
Every time you say something smart, you follow it with something dumb.
Yeah, we hid our chemical weapons in the vampire facility. It's the safest place. Autopsy notes. Specimen contains an inordinate amount of blood in its stomach. Analysis of blood samples shows high density of adrenaline. Does the organism feed on fear? Instills fear in its victim, gets adrenaline pumping, attacks. I like that they just wrote it on the back of a photo of one of the statues. We ran out of paper. So yes, they drink blood, and they probably prefer fear blood, because it probably tastes better. Just like Pennywise. Okay, that's probably the way forward. So, it's possible that we're going to run into the infected wife down here, too, if we ran into the Guccian. What's this? I can't tell what it is because it's so dark. It's just like a black pebble. A black onyx with a catalog label posted to it. The ancients believed that black onyx represents eclipses. Perhaps this was removed from that tablet where the sun had a piece missing? It was the black onyx covering up the sun to represent the eclipse that happened, or would happen.
Do you want to hear a joke?
Nope.
Too bad, I'm going to tell you anyway. Another page. The camp is in uproar. Workers are missing and Lady Bradshaw, but I can guess. She yearns for that same fate that she wants to be.
1st of January, 1947, 1 a.m. The saboteur has struck again, sealing us in here. We are hopelessly trapped with those things. All around us, they shriek from the darkness. Crow has set up his machine gun, pointed towards the catacombs. Mary was right. We cannot fight that which does not live. There is only one option now. Bring the whole damn temple down on them. Even if it means bringing it down on our own heads. They cannot be allowed out of here.
I mean, clearly they didn't succeed at that because the dynamite was never triggered. So they were probably overrun before they had a chance to set it off. Also, it would make sense, you know, based on that brooch, that these creatures would be elsewhere in the world if they thoroughly influenced a kind of vampire mythos. This is one of the archaeologists, possibly Randolph. Locked himself in the cell. Alright, well, the only way forward is through the cell.
It's caverns.
Whatever's down there, those explorers got there first. Hold up, will you?
What are you doing? You think they're still alive? That's hopeful.
Hope is all we got left.
I mean, we're still alive. Why wouldn't they be? Well, at least Jason still had rope, and apparently Salim had some too. This also looks like it might be the phosphorescence they were talking about. Because there is a, like, blue glow coming from below.
Is that your wife?
It's funny how you can know someone for years and never really know them. I had no idea my captain was married.
That the asshole you were with earlier?
You didn't make it.
Works for me. One less bad guy to deal with.
It's not,
Time
though.
will come when you'll deeply regret this manner.
I don't carry regrets.
Unlike Nick. But yeah, just because he's dead doesn't mean it's one less enemy. It just means he's a vampire now. Oh, it's much less bright down here. But if there's going to be a way out, it's probably going to be through these caves. Also, this looks pretty familiar from that premonition. I think this is the shaft we heard about in one of the journals earlier.
Well, this place is a jack in the box.
They set up an elevator to go down there. Into the Witchfire pit.
What do you make of it?
It's like nothing I've ever seen.
We should probably go down there.
You see that elevator cable? The explorers must have gone down.
I don't think they made it back up.
That winch still looks functional. No?
We are not going down there. The archaeologists didn't make it out. What does that tell you?
We're not archaeologists?
Our world is up there, not down below.
Well, there's an army of monsters between us and the world above.
So there's probably not them below us.
Crazy. If those vampires come from anywhere down there, you really want to find them in their own home?
What I've been doing since I set foot in this country. Get that elevator working.
Get that elevator working where I stand here and pretend that I can fight them off. Wow, not only does it still work, but it works very smoothly. Yep, that looks trustworthy. That just generally seemed like a really bad idea.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow?
Still
Rachel found
one?
her way back to the lights.
Oh, but then she died again.
Well done. All alive.
Or not? Maybe that was
Although
somebody
don't
else, but
get
like,
complacent.
it had to be one of us.
Lives still hang by a thread.
Maybe it was Dar?
Let's hope nothing unfortunate has befallen Sergeant K. Those taken by the Abyss seldom live to tell the tale. As for Jason and Salim, sworn enemies who cannot seem to bury the hatchet unless that hatchet is buried in a bag.
I wouldn't say they're sworn enemies, though. It's more
I don't
one-sided.
want to seem like an ungracious host, but time is against us. I'll be here to greet your charges as they cross the finishing line, or to bury what remains of them under it.
I think we've also been playing at this point longer than either of the previous games, because this is the longest of the three. Meanwhile, outside... Why are we back in Little Hope? 3 years previously. Also, that was just the Resident Evil item box sound when she opened the door.
Heads up.
Oh. Smells fried.
So yeah, that's
We're in
the
hillbilly territory. What were we expecting? Cantaloupe caviar?
diner from the end of Little Hope.
Not exactly honeymoon material, is it?
I recall a certain somebody saying that she wanted to go ice climbing.
Ice climbing is relaxing.
What is it?
The guy who served me, I don't know, he was looking at me pretty strange.
Is it going to be the bus
Probably
driver?
Doesn't get to see a woman like you around these parts very often, especially one who's showered.
He was saying some weird shit.
Such as?
Something about a ghost town down the
It's
road.
nothing, we should go.
No, come on, tell me.
He said I'll never again be as happy as I am now.
What the hell's that mean? You don't believe him, do you?
Of course not.
Maybe he was just saying you look like you're in a really good mood.
You know, my sole objective, Rach, is to make you happy. Doesn't matter where we are or what we're going through, I'll always put a smile on your face. See? I told you. Next time, all you have to do is whistle, and I'll come running to defend your honor.
Oh, like my very own loyal puppy dog.
Semper Fi. It means always loyal.
I'm more than capable of looking out for myself. Now get your feet off my dash, you hillbilly.
Otherwise, you might lose one. Well, we knew Eric was still alive because we saw him run off with his glow stick. There's Nick. Landed in a pile of bones.
Jason, you here?
What the fuck?
I mean, I want to say she got bit, but, like, shouldn't she have a big old bite mark on her? Okay, so these two didn't go anywhere. They were just in the catacombs room where we got attacked. He, like, fell under a pile of bones.
Right.
Eric.
Ugh. She's covered in so many things. They really do take on the appearance of their killers over time.
Shit, it's malfunctioning.
Colonel, you gotta go!
You too, Nick, you're coming with us.
Come on, Ray!
Shit.
Pretty quick. Over there, the only other lit door.
Get out of here!
I can't really mash the right mouse button very well, it turns out.
Stay out of sight.
He can't echolocate, so he has to actually be able to see us. Okay, heartbeat time. Do 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 do. No, we're still going. I'm just waiting for one of my clicks not to register. If only we had a sharp stick. Yeah, see what I mean? There's always a second one of these. They never only give you one heartbeat section. I don't know why he sounds so heavy, though. Did becoming a vampire make him denser?
All clear. That was too close. Come on, Marine, follow me.
Really, at this point, the not friends, but allies thing applies to Eric and Nick as well. Well, if Rachel got bit, she's certainly not looking it yet. She's not turned gray.
You think that thing's gone? Looked like it went down that tunnel.
alive. Jason's alive.
Maybe things aren't going so badly after all.
I thought everyone else was fucking dead.
I can't do this anymore. It's time. It's gotta be time.
Time for what?
To have the talk.
You know what? We lay the cards on the table.
Rachel, I know you said to put things on ice, but you can't pretend like this didn't happen. I'm done lying, and especially with you wearing your ring again.
He's right. It is time. Roll it out for us.
Now? Right fucking now?
Yes, now. We may not have another chance.
You might be dead or a vampire later.
Eric, you and I, we had something very special.
See, I wasn't sure if it was going to make me pick here or if
That
it's going to
was
be
a long time
based
ago.
on, you know, the choices we already made.
I still love you, Rach.
He can be supportive. He doesn't have to be clingy.
This isn't about choosing. It's about knowing what's best for me.
I care about you and I want you to be happy is what you're
I
supposed
was
to
on
say
my way.
in a
was
situation
making
like
a new
this.
life for
Unless you're
myself.
actually not wanting them to be happy,
Life
unless
has a way about it.
they're with you.
Today, I've seen the same man I fell for all those years ago. When you held on to that rope, I knew you'd always be there for me. I want to try us again.
Well, now I'm sad about that.
After all that shit he put you through.
That's just it. I can't turn my back on my past. If I didn't give you a chance, I'd always regret it.
Don't say another word.
Yeah, let's be an arrogant asshole after being like, come on, she picked me over you, fucker.
I'm sorry it came to this.
I understand. Colonel? Ma'am?
Let's go find Kolchak.
Yeah, let's go cold check on him.
Thank you.
So yeah, I guess everyone's still more or less doing all right for now. Unless Rachel's just not showing any symptoms. Unknown structure. This is some kind of, like, demonic root. This is pretty sus looking.
I've seen some fucked up shit in my life. Nothing comes close to this. They don't seem to be following.
Do you like to wait for them, or...?
Don't need to be a smart ass. Let's move.
Alright. So we're gonna end it here, as we descend into the hellish pit, where these things probably come from, and find out maybe the source of the vampires, or creatures that make vampires. But until then, you folks all take care. See you back underground soon.